Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing how to schedule a one-time Zoom meeting, and we will also be going through a walkthrough of all the scheduling settings. Your first step is to open Zoom on whatever device you're using. Once you have opened Zoom, you should reach a page that looks like this. Now you need to go to the bottom left icon that says Schedule and hit that button. Once you have hit Schedule, you should go to a pop-up that looks like this. The first thing that you have to do is title your meeting. So for the sake of this video, let's call it Zoom meeting, but you can call it whatever you want. Now you need to determine whether you want to make a scheduled meeting or a recurring meeting. A scheduled meeting is a one-time meeting that you schedule for a certain date at a certain time that's only going to happen once. So when you send the link out to your fellow participants of the meeting, they are only going to use that link one time to go to the meeting that is scheduled. We will go over what a recurring meeting is and how to schedule one in a later video. So let's start with how to schedule a one-time meeting. You want to go up to the top of the page again and schedule your meeting for a certain date and time. So let's say I want my meeting to be on Tuesday, December 29th at 10 a.m. and I want it to last 1 hour only. Great, so that's done. Now we want to look down at our further settings. We have meeting ID. So you can either have a meeting ID generated automatically by Zoom, or you can have a personal meeting ID. Honestly, it doesn't really matter which one you use because most of your participants will be using the link to get into your meeting and not the meeting ID. Now, for security reasons, the passcode is required unless the user has the invite link that you personally sent. However, you can customize the password to be whatever you want. So let's say you're having a meeting with your friends, you can just make your passcode friends. Under security, you will also see another option of waiting room. What the waiting room does is once a user clicks on the link and tries to enter the Zoom meeting, only you as the host can admit them and allow them to join the Zoom meeting. This allows you to be secure and not let anybody who shouldn't be in the meeting into the meeting. So let's click that option. If you don't want to have that option, simply uncheck the box. Now the video settings are a little complicated. Basically, the video settings only talk about what happens as you join the meeting. So as the host, you can determine whether or not you join the meeting with your video on or off. Additionally, you can determine whether your participants of the meeting join the meeting with their video on or off. However, during the course of the meeting, both the host and the participants can change whether or not they have their video on or off at any time. Now, the next option is calendar. Basically, all this does is it takes the Zoom meeting you're scheduling and puts it in your calendar so you don't forget. So you can choose which calendar you want. I personally always put it in my Google Calendar since my Google account is linked to my Zoom account. Now we go on to more advanced options. Now, your advanced options may or may not help you depending on the type of meeting you're hosting. The first option allows participants of the meeting to join at any time. Even though our scheduled time is 10 a.m., let's say a participant joins at 10:30, they will still be allowed to join if you select this button. Additionally, if this is a lecture type of meeting where people are listening to you speak, you can mute the participants upon entry so you don't have to worry about feedback or background noise, especially if you have participants joining in the middle of the meeting. Lastly, you can choose to automatically record the meeting on your local computer. So you don't even have to select this entry if you want to record the meeting. All this option does is it records the meeting from start to finish automatically. However, if there's a specific segment of the meeting that you want to record by yourself, you can do that within the meeting as well. So this is not a requirement to record the meeting. Now, once you have completed scheduling your meeting, simply go down to the bottom right corner and hit the blue button Save. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell below for notifications. Also, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know if this has helped you or if you have any requests for future videos. Thank you again and see you next time.